Hey sexies, welcome back to Interesting Nothings. This is my personal podcast, so get comfortable and relax as we dive deep into my mind today. I'm your host, Jasmine Malone, and today we're going to be visiting Quora, one of my favorite apps / websites. We're going to be exploring the question of what you should do in your early 20s. I'm actually currently in my early 20s. I'm 22 years old, so this is going to be great info for me, and then also for people who are around my age or people who are older and they just want to, reminisce on things that they've already done or whatever the case is. But yes, we're going to be diving into those key things that you should do before you turn 30 or just in your early 20s. I'm really excited to unpack everything that I found because I think this is going to really hit home for all those early 20s, because your early 20s are hard, you guys. I mean, I'm only 22 and I'm just like, what the fuck? I feel like, okay, so I always say this actually. I always say that I am a baby adult because I don't know anything about the adult world. And I feel like once I turned really 20, that's when I was like, oh my God, I'm an adult. I'm like a baby adult that's like 2 years old because I'm 22 and I've only been like a real adult like for 2 years, which I'm like, I'm not even a real adult because I don't like live on my own and do all these things, which obviously I'm gonna have my podcast whenever I do move on my own and do all these like miraculous adult things. So you guys are gonna hear all about it. I'm telling you guys, this podcast is gonna be with me for like forever. So if you're here for the ride, I'm here for the ride too. I'm just gonna give you guys all the tea. But yeah, anyways, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And like I said, I'm a baby adult, so this will be just great for me to hear. And I'm always like trying to listen to older people and know what they say about the world, because obviously they know more things than I do. I barely know anything. Like I said, baby adult, third time I've said this. And yeah, so we're going to be going into that. I feel like it's going to be very interesting. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about how it's March. We're in March now. I feel like I just said we just finished February, but we're literally in March. Like, how did this happen? I just don't like, we're in March. Like today is March 2nd. And I'm just like, what? Oh, and also if you are on visual, you can tell that the lighting looks a little bit different. I kind of like this because it gives a little bit more of a chill vibe. Tell me if you guys like it in the comments below. I'm just trying to switch it up. Really what happened, like this was all on accident because I set my camera up, right? Set up my lighting normally, and then my camera thing fell and I was like, oh my God, this actually looks sick. Like it looks pretty chill, looks cool. So that's why I have it like this. But I think it looks cool. It looks fresh, whatever. We'll see what it looks like when I edit it, honestly. But yeah, that's why it looks different. But the audio listener, you're like, let's just get on with the podcast episode. We are. Okay, so like I said, it is March. So I'm like, ooh, I need to I told myself I was going to try to reflect on each month so then I can know what I need to work on and even recognize the things that I even accomplished. So I want to do that sooner or later. I don't know if that'll be an episode. I don't think that'll be an episode. Y'all don't need to know everything that I accomplished and what I need to work on. But I mean, unless you guys do want that, and I could just do that every month, but I feel like that might get boring. Anyways. So yes, it's March. I'm just we are going to be marching to the beat of our own drum. Hell yes. That's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, it's March. And okay, so I did want to plug my Instagram because I have been posting on Instagram pretty frequently. I normally post once or twice a week. So I just want to plug it and say follow if you want to see more content from me. It's JZZRNEE and I would really appreciate it. I just love my Instagram and I love posting for y'all, and really it's for me too. I just love the whole thing. I love content creating and I just love posting pictures. I don't know if that's basic as fuck, but low-key I just like doing it. It brings so much joy. Even though I feel like I'm getting better at it, you guys. I'm getting better at my poses and everything, which thank God, because it used to take me so long. I used to not know like how to pose. I never really knew how I like looked on camera. I always thought I just looked ugly. Like, I'm trying to test with like taking pictures from the back side of my camera because I really want to like imagine what it would be like if another person was taking a picture of me and like really practice that way. So that's partly why I like taking Instagram photos, because like I'm basically practicing for the future, but then also it's just fun, like coordinating the outfits and all of that. Anyways, just follow it if you really would like to follow my Instagram. I don't know. Wink, wink, please, please, please. Okay, now let's get into my vibe check. One of my favorite segments on this podcast. My vibe check includes music, mood, outfit, and my poll question. So let's start with music. You guys, my favorite artist, Kehlani, released a song last Thursday, and it's called Little Story. And I posted a segment of me reacting to the music video in my vlog, which, subtle plug for that, bttrflyLuv, bttrflyLuv, LUV, on YouTube. I post vlogs on there twice a week as well, so make sure to check that out. But anyways, yes, I posted a reaction video to Little Story, and I was just like taken away. Like, it's just, let's just take a minute for like Kehlani's art. Like, her art is so beautiful. Her art, oh, it's just so pretty. It's so spiritual, so natural. It seems so just like, literally the 3 words that I used to describe the music video was simplistic, spiritual love, which I was like, that's exactly what I feel like Kehlani is. She's simplistic spiritual love. Like, it's just so cute. Like, I love it. So make sure to check it out, stream her music. She's coming out with an album soon. I don't know when exactly because she hasn't said it, obviously, but I'm really excited, and I was just so happy I got another song from Kehlani. And the thing is, okay, I'm gonna say another thing about Kehlani because I just love her. So this is why I love her. I love Kehlani because I feel like we're like the same person. Like, we've gone through the same things, and I feel like that's how you know like they're your artist. Like, I mean, you can like an artist, you know, for their music or how they sound, which I do have artists like that. Like, I can relate to them and I like how they sound, I like the music or the meaning, whatever. But to me and Kehlani have like an even deeper connection. That's why she's my favorite, because I feel like we've just gone through the same things, and it's like we're in the same mindset, because her music now is like not as sad, it's not as like depressing, I don't know, like toxic, like it's not any of those feelings. It's more of like moving out of that and just the opposite of it. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Like, I'm being the opposite of those like negative emotions and actually working on myself. And I feel like that's what Kehlani is doing too. And I'm just like, why are we on the same page right now? Oh, we are connected. Okay, anyways, let's move on into my mood. Okay, so my mood today. What am I feeling like right now at this moment? I feel pretty energetic, I'll say. I'll say this, okay? So the beginning of the year, I was like, okay, I really want to wake up early and work out, and like wake up early as in like wake up at like 5:30 because I wanted to work out early in the morning, and then I also want to make time for like me, and then also talking to God, and also trading, and like fitting other things in my schedule that I wasn't doing before. Okay, so I woke up early today, and I will say I do feel really good. Like, I feel really good at 8. Like, it's 12:28 right now. Before, I would like be like recording at like 3. Right now it feels like it's 3, but it's literally 12. It's only 12. This is why I like waking up early, because I can get so many more things done, and I just feel like I'm on top of the world. Like, I'm actually conquering what I want to do. Even though, okay, I will say again, I woke up and I was like tired, but I forced myself to get up, and I didn't wake up like right at like 5:30. I woke up at, what was it? I think it was like 6:30 to 7, close to ish. I think it was 6:30. And then I got out of bed like 6:45 or so, and then I took a shower and just started my routine. So I don't know. It just feels good to get up earlier, you guys. I would highly recommend. I'm going to try to keep this up. I realize like my mind feels fresher. Like, I don't know, just doing whatever you said you really want to do. Like, basically show up for yourself and you'll feel better about yourself. Like, it seems like the worst thing to do sometimes is like, I don't want to do it because like you're lazy or you just don't want to. Like, you just simply don't want to do it. Just do it. Nike, just do it. Just do it. So yeah, I feel energetic. Oh my god, I'm like spending 5,000 years on every section of this vibe check. Okay, let's go into my outfit. I'm wearing my maroon princess wig. Ooh, Ariel vibes for sure. I'm also wearing, okay, so I actually, fun fact, I made this jacket from a sweater. I DIY'd this for a YouTube video and it's really, really cute. It's like really comfortable. I don't know, every time I wear it, like it just feels so like comforting. I feel soft. It feels like it's just made for me. So yeah, I'm wearing this like multicolored sweater jacket thing. It's like cropped, super cute. And then I also have this white shirt, this white crop top on. Really cute. I love that I can wear no bra with this. Also, I think this shirt was from tumblebeeclothing.com. So if you want to check out my link, you can put tumblebeeclothing.com/JZZRNEE and you'll get a discount. So that wasn't the purpose of me showing the shirt, but like I just genuinely love this shirt. I just love that it holds my titties good. Like, so cute. And then I have some jeans on today. Normally I don't wear jeans for my podcast, but I have some jeans on because I'm like, you know what, put the motherfucking jeans on. You got so many jeans in your dresser, put the motherfucking jeans on. So yeah, I have my jeans and I actually have my Uggs on as well, which you can't see, but I have my Uggs on, which are so cute. I just love them. Like, I don't see anyone else with this pattern. I don't know, like I just love the pattern. It's like this cheetah pattern and they're just super cute. Okay, and then I have my necklace and I have no makeup, of course. I just honestly love the no makeup look because I don't know what it is. I just love no makeup. Well, actually, I do know what it is. I don't like taking off my makeup at night. And then also, like, makeup just feels so heavy. And then also, I love my natural look. So why not just have no makeup? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have no makeup on except for lip gloss. Obviously, y'all already know. Okay? Y'all already know. And what else? That's it. Earrings, you know, simple things. Okay, that's my outfit. Now let's go into my poll question. Okay, so we have weed or alcohol. Now, you guys, this is really tough because I love both. And it's going to be really hard for me to choose because I love both. They both do different things. Weed, it's just like, okay, let's chill, let's relax, let's think, let's just feel like an oven, you know, I just want to feel warmth, feel a hug, you know, all that. But then alcohol is like, let's talk, let's be a little bit crazy, let's be goofy, which I love both. But if I had to choose, oh, this is so hard. I just love both. Like, I it's like I can't choose, but my mind's telling me weed, but my heart's telling me alcohol. I think I'm gonna choose weed because I just love feeling high. Like, I just love, like, just feeling chill, just feeling like whatever happens. Like, I don't know, like that's what I be feeling like. And also, this may be like weird, but I love smoking alone, but also love smoking with people, but I love smoking alone. It's just like I love exploring my own thoughts. I love thinking about things. Now, the one thing I don't like about weed is that sometimes like you can get like anxiety highs, and I hate that. So if it didn't have that, like that would make weed so much better, but you can't control that. Like, I don't know why sometimes I get like anxiety highs, and I literally hate that. I'm like, oh my god, get this out of my body. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But whenever it's like a good ass time, it's like that good weed, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we chilling, like this is gonna be a good ass time. It's like that. So okay, I guess I chose weed, whatever. I'm sorry, alcohol, but I like alcohol too. But like I'm not like what's it called, an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic, but if there's a drink and people are offering, I'm gonna say yes. but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I need it. Like, I'm not like that. I'm just like, if it's there, or if I have the money to buy it, or whatever, I'll buy a couple drinks, loosen me up, let's dance, let's laugh, let's giggle, let's talk. So I don't know, I love both, but I already chose weed. Okay, now let's get into the main topic of today. We're going to be going on Quora. Is that how you say it? Quora. Okay, so what started this quest to go on Quora was a notification. Quora always sends me notifications because I have the app on my phone, and one of the notifications had a question. It said this: I'm 21 years old. What should I do before my late 20s so that I don't have any regrets? And to me, that was just a random notification. So I was like, oh, well, let me check this out, because there's tons of notifications that I get, and I'm like, oh, let me check that out. And then I was like, oh, what? So I read the responses of people. I'm like, this is perfect for my podcast. So that's why we're going to be reading these off. I think they're really interesting. There's oh my god, I'm looking at this. It says 62 answers. We have 8 people. Some of them are long, some of them are short, but the ones that I chose, I feel like are really good and helpful. So like I said, if you are in your early 20s, or if you're in your late 20s, or if you're not even in your 20s at all, I feel like anyone will appreciate this, because this applies for anyone's stage of life. But I mean, I know this is saying before late 20s. I don't know. I'm just saying it's never too late. You can start and do it right now. So, I mean, you already probably knew that, but still. Okay, let's get into the answers. Okay, my first answer. Ooh, wait, I didn't even see this. Okay, change of plans, because I think I messed this up. The response that I looked at was I thought that was the only response, but it says here 62 answers, and I didn't look at all the answers. I was just looking at, if you know Quora or whatever, I just looked at the answer, and then I looked at the comments, and I thought that was the other answers for some reason, because on the app on my phone it looked like that. But we are just going to be looking at this live, me and you, and looking at the responses of other people. We won't do too many, but let's start with the top voted answer. It's by Ankita Sinha. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I'm sorry. She writes, a couple of years ago, I video called a friend and the surrounding looked different. Are you not at your home? She said. No, I'm in Mexico, the friend said. Alone? Where are your husband and kids? They are in Toronto. Listen, I'm going out with a group hiking. We'll call later. And she disconnected. I was like, wow, does she really do that? A solo trip? Yes, that's what I regret not doing. Traveling alone. That sounds so scary, you guys. But she said, when I was in Delhi, unmarried and staying with friends, I planned a million times to go to Himachal. However, most of the time, the plan would end in the planning stage. Getting every friend on board was not easy, and it would get postponed. I always remember planning to see the Taj Mahal, but my roommate got sick at the last moment, and therefore it did not happen. A decade ago, solo trip was the least heard of. Also, it was way out of doable things for me. Sometimes I felt it would be scary. Sometimes I felt it would be unsafe. Me too. Sometimes I felt that I am not confident enough to take the risk. Understandable. If you are in your 20s or getting into your late 20s, take a solo trip. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, it liberates you, and fills you with experiences for a lifetime. Well, that's what my friends say. And in my case, better late than never. What if the 20s have not been the way I wanted? 30s are mine. See, exactly what I was saying. P.S. I teach meditation to people with health concerns. Do message me if you are interested. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that's what it was going to say, but okay, interesting. So she said traveling alone. Okay, so this next one that I'm about to read is the response that I originally saw, and I upvoted the comments of this answer. This is from Alex Smith. He says, work hard, play hard, but seriously work hard. There is that feeling of getting to work early and getting started before the phones start to ring and the coworkers show up. Man, you can get a lot done. The 3 hours before everyone shows up and then interruptions start is worth 6 after the chaos starts. Your early 20s are those hours. Spending all of your time with the gang and living the crazy life is a blast, but it comes at a cost. Soon the distractions will start. They will slow you down more than you know. Work, spouses, kids, in-laws, and weekend obligations, they add up. Keep in mind you will enjoy the distraction when they come, but the more you get done early, the better off you'll be. Travel. Yeah, you can travel with the family, but it is a lot easier to get to those exotic destinations when you are young and nimble. Trying to get to Europe with a spouse and a couple of kids is much harder and more expensive than buying a ticket for one and crashing on a train or staying in a hotel. Decide who you are and start being that person. Don't let another dictate what you should do, period. You should listen to those that are trying to help guide you, but this is your trip and you need to take the wheel. Think about what you want in this life and start heading that way. Life has a way of happening to you when you are not paying attention. Save money for retirement. Save as much as you can. It will add up. Try to stay as debt-free as possible. Debt is a chain around your neck. Of course, you will have to take on some debt from time to time, but the better you are at managing it, the better. Learn about money. The more you know, the more you will have. Work on relationships, not just boyfriend-girlfriend thing, but all of them. The friends from high school and college, keep in touch. This is just my opinion and it is worth as little or much as you think it is. Most of it does not come from lists of things I did right, but instead from the things I had wished I had learned earlier. Awesome response. Wow. Yeah. Even reading it again, I'm like, oh, yep, I remember that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you are in your early 20s, you should definitely take notes. Me saying take notes, it just seems like we're in a class right now, but like this, I mean, life is all about learning things. So I just feel like if you really, really want to improve your life or you really want to work on whatever it is I'm about to say, I would just suggest to write notes so then you can be reminded of what was said in this episode. Or of course, you can just rewatch this episode if you need some insight. Okay, anyways, this response is from Zane Wright. He says, wow, good question coming from someone of the younger generation. From you putting this question out there for answering tells me you're relatively new to stepping out into this vast world full of chaos that is scary sometimes, no doubt. To make matters worse, we have to guide ourselves through it all. I know. I'll keep my answer/advice as short as possible. Things may seem a little left field or out of the norm, but bear with me. The answer you seek lies within yourself. First and foremost is to define your love/dream. And I really mean get it nailed down. Not so easy when so young. A great place to start is defining a set of core values that are suited to yourself. This will be your compass or North Star, if you will, while moving through life. An easy place to start is to make a list of things you don't like and do the opposite, i.e., for myself, I don't like the way I feel after drinking alcohol, so I don't. Next is get quiet. By this, I mean most are so busy and are running from themselves. They don't give themselves the time to listen to what they want, either unconsciously or consciously. You have to look after yourself first and foremost. For what you don't have, you cannot give. Last would just be an idea around changing your perception on regret. I mean, you can look at the time spent with an ex as a big waste of time and you wish you'd never met them, which most of us go through at some point, or you could think of it as learning what type of personality traits, among other aspects, you do or don't like in a person, i.e. that relationship was a real experience that I took a lot from, bummer, ended, but a learning curve nonetheless. Regret turned positive equals no regret. This can be applied in infinite scenarios. Applying equals more smiles and better health. I have other bits of advice. Nice. Okay. So just no regrets. Like, even if, you don't achieve the things that you might, think you wanted to achieve earlier on in your early 20s, there's no regrets. There's basically always a silver lining in everything. So I guess that's what he meant by that. Oh, that's so cute. Wow. I love what he said about like the answer you seek lies within yourself, because that is so true. Like, as much as you think other people can like maybe pull it out of you, or I mean they can help you like try to figure it out, but I don't know. I feel like it's the most authentic whenever you figure out what it is that you want to do with your life and just run after it, chase after it, create that dream, whatever it is. So that's perfect for early 20s. Perfect. Okay, this next answer is from Andy Nguyen. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I'm so sorry. He said, there is nothing you should do in your 20s. That is just what you often hear from society. Certain people wish they had done certain things, but that's just some people's opinion. Just do what makes you happy, because that's really what we all want in life. If you are happy watching Netflix on your couch, that is fine to do in your 20s. Travel is also an option if that's something you always wanted to do. There's no wrong things to do, except the stuff that gets you in jail, of course. Nice, short and sweet, but yeah. I feel like humans, all we want to do is like be happy. And so I agree with that. You know, this like pressure to do things in your early 20s can be, I don't know, I guess a society driven tactic, whatever. But I mean, we are still like, I get the reasoning behind it, because early 20s, you are so young. So there's so many things, like you are just now entering the adult world. So there's so many things you could do without the stress of like other things, like that other answer said. So I don't know. Interesting. Okay. My next answer is from Patrick Gerard, and he says, the most important thing is to have a secure job. Once you have that, the best way to not have any regret is to do everything you feel like doing as long as you can afford it. Have fun and enjoy your 20s, because you only get them once. You will still have plenty of time to save for a house and have a family once you're 30, and you will be more mature to handle those problems. True. I'm just like, sometimes whenever I compare myself, you're not supposed to do this, but sometimes like, you know, some other people, I feel like they're further along than I am, and I'm just like, wow, you're already in an apartment, or you're already in like this thing, that thing, whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm still here. You have to remind yourself, like, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's, you know, life track, whatever, is different. So whenever it comes time for me to make those same decisions, it will come time. And I feel like that's the same for you. Like, that's the same for everybody. Like, no one's life track or whatever is the same. So don't compare yourself to like other people. Like, if another person has a house before you, or if another person is doing X, Y, and Z, that's perfect for them. But those things may or may not happen to you, and that's perfectly fine just as well, because at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. Like, I always remind myself, I'm like, life really doesn't matter, but then it matters at the same time. Like, it doesn't matter, it really doesn't, but then it actually does, because I apply meaning to it. But I don't know, that's when it gets like really, I don't know, that's when it gets like, I don't know the word, like difficult to describe. But it doesn't matter, but then it really does matter, because this is like a really cool experience. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's a really cool experience, because I'm just like, wow, like I'm my own person. Like, wow, like this is a cool game, if this is a game. Anyways, okay, let's go into the next answer by Nick Symphony. The above by Alex is perfect. I'd add one more: work on your relationship with God. Now, I wanted to include this because I thought this was really important. Like, you should, okay, I know, you know, atheists, I know you're gonna be like, there's no God, whatever. I'm not talking just like Christianity God, like when I say this, by the way. But I just think like having a relationship with the creator, or having a relationship with the universe, or whatever you claim to be, like that big, omniscient, powerful, I don't want to say person, because he or she is not a person. It's really more of an it. It's just like the magic of everything. If you don't have a good relationship with that, I don't want to say that because that sounds so weird, but I mean, God, you know, I don't mean any disrespect, but if you just don't have a relationship with God, then I just feel like, I mean, maybe I just need to interview some atheists and just be like, so how's your life like? Like, I feel like they have good lives. I just feel like for me in my life, God enriches my life so much more, but that's just what happens, you know, in my world. In someone else's world, maybe not believing in God enriches their life. Who knows? But I just think like establishing that relationship early on is really important. So that's why I wanted to implement that answer. Okay, my next answer is from Asif Malik. And he says, well, young man, you just reached the perfect age to start your life. You've got 9 years that will decide the next 50 years of your life. I'll not say to work only, but you must do 8 hours of quality work on a daily basis. Make your daily, weekly, and monthly goals, and when you go to sleep, do your own accountability and check whether you're at the point you were last night or did you make progress and move forward. Always remember there's only one person in the world who can help you in being successful, and that person is you only. Make one step at least on a daily basis towards your goal, and my friend, you'll never regret. Last and most importantly, take care of your mental health always. Do not spend time with negative thinkers at all. Invest your time in healthy activities and try to spend your time with elder people. You'll learn from their experiences, which they got after a lot of losses and regrets. Wish you good luck with your life. Aw, that's so cute. I love this one. Wow. This is what I try to do. Like, let's say you have a messy room and you just like, oh, I just want a clean room. Like, I just want a clean room, but like you have clothes everywhere. It's just so messy, right? And then you're like, okay, I want to make a change. Let me make a goal to have my room clean, whatever. So let's say, let's have my room clean by like Sunday, like the beginning of the week. I just want my room to be clean. I would say make steps every day to improve your mental on cleaning your room. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to do it like all at once unless it's what's helpful for you. But if you're just like, oh my God, I have this to do, you're just busy, you don't, whatever, you could just take those tinier steps and just be like, today I'm just going to make up my bed and just keep adding on to it. Cause then you'll get in the groove of like doing it, and then it'll be easier to add other things. Like literally, this is what's happened to me. For the longest time, I used to have like the messiest room, didn't care about being messy, didn't like all these things, right? Now I'm like literally looking at my bed. It's made up. I have nothing on the floor. Like it used to be like covered in clothes, covered in like just, and I didn't care. I didn't care. I would step on clothes. Really it was just clothes, but it was just everywhere. And what really flipped the switch was I was like, okay, let me make up my bed every day. And then let me just do different things every day to like help myself achieve my goal. Like I just want a clean room at all times. Now my room is basically clean at almost all times. But before, whenever it was harder, I just did little things each day to help improve myself to get to where I wanted to be. And also a big part of that is like believing in yourself to do those things. Because sometimes you can be like, oh, I just want to do it, but then you just don't believe in yourself, and then therefore you don't take those steps to actually achieve your goal. So I would say, like, if this is something that's like really hard for you, not just saying cleaning your room, but just like not really, you just find yourself like you don't really achieve your goals, I would say like he said, do something every day to try to improve your mindset, your skill set, your whatever it is that you want. And eventually you'll get there. It's going to take time, but like you'll get there. Like there's going to be ups, downs, whatever, but you'll actually get there if you really do believe in it and you know that you can achieve it. Like you'll just do the steps. I don't know. It's kind of like magic. That's kind of like manifestation as well. I always talk about manifestation because I really do love manifestation, because it's like tricking your mind basically, because it's like it's already inside of you. You're just basically telling yourself to believe it. That's basically what manifestation is. Just broken down. That's basically what it is. But anyways, okay, I like that response. I thought that was really good, because you should want to work on something every day. And like he said, if you do that, then you won't really have a lot of regrets. Okay. Next response, we have 2 more and then we'll end the episode. I don't know if this is short or long, but we'll see. Okay, this is from Ronan Kelly. He says, pursue your passion, learn everything you can about it, set up a business to either teach or provide a service related to the subject. If you can avoid it, don't work on a full-time basis for other people. Oh yeah, honey, I learned that. I was like, nah, I'm not about to work for nobody but myself. And then he says, learn everything you can about money, budgeting, investments. Aim to live on 60% of what you earn. Invest 20%, 10% rainy day fund, ideally a year's worth of living expenses. This is so true. And then 10% for having fun. love. If you are smart and frugal, there is no reason why you cannot be earning enough in passive income at 30 to be able to travel where and when you want. This is exactly what I want to do, actually. So whenever I read this, I was like, this is me. This is me. You will still need to spend at least 1 or 2 hours a day to maintain your systems, investments, etc. But you can do this from anywhere. Most of your family and friends will not do the same thing. Don't listen to them. Never tell them how much you are making. Don't buy flashy things. Don't show off. When the day comes, take your family and friends with you on a dream holiday to celebrate your early retirement. This is what I wish someone had told me when I was 21. At 44, I am working towards the same goal. Just 20 years behind where I should be. The key to success is pursuing something you love, or at the very least, something you can learn to love. Aww, that's what I'm doing with this podcast. That's what I'm doing with my YouTube, Instagram, just social media. Like, that's exactly what I'm doing. And so just to see this, he said, pursue your passion. This is exactly what I'm doing. And it just fits in this video. It just, I don't know, it's just magical, okay? Like, I could just literally cry right now, but I'm not going to cry. So yeah, I don't know. I really like that. I like the part that he said about the money, like aim to live on 60% of what you earn, invest 20%, 10 for a rainy day, and 10 for having fun. I like that. I really do like that. I might implement that. Good job, Ronan Keeley. And my last answer that I have today is from Kay Sonini, and she says, this is a great answer. I also think regrets in life will happen. You will do your best with that knowledge you have at that time. And if you are working on yourself to be more compassionate and loving and forgiving over time, it will get easier. That is so true, you guys. I used to be so like shameful or whatever of myself. And now I like, if I mess up, I'm like, it's okay. Let's try again. Like, it's all about your mindset. But anyways, she says, don't try to always please people. Understand that others must be responsible for their emotions. True. Set boundaries. You can't save everyone. Friendships will end. They will run their course. Just show up as the most authentic self, not most interesting or most handsome or most likable. Show up as the you can sleep with at night. Aww. So cute. I love these. Like, these are so fun to read. Wow. That's so true, though. You should always, like, just show up as yourself. Like, don't ever think you have to change your persona or do whatever, perform for people. Like, show up as yourself. And honestly, honesty wins. So I totally agree with this. Like, and I know, like, in your early 20s, you're still trying to, like, figure out who you are and all this stuff, which I'm still trying to figure out who I am. But I don't know, it's just so fun, like, learning about myself. And I just feel like, you know, like she said here, you don't have to be the most interesting or most handsome, most likable, whatever it is. Just be you. Just be you and enjoy it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, right? I said nothing matters, but that's actually what matters. Okay, let's see if there's any more answers, because I feel like I can do maybe 2 more and then we'll end this episode. We'll end this episode. Let's see. This one person says, it's time to think about your career now. Choose a good line of work and start building your career. Gain experience on the same field. More experience equals more money. Be independent from your parents' money. Become fully self-sufficient. That's actually one of my goals. Like, I really want to be self-sufficient. I kind of already am, but like, I do still live with my mom and there's other things that she pays for. But that is a goal of mine. Start taking care of your body and mind. Health is real wealth. That's so true. Health is real wealth. Like, that's why I really want to continue working out. I really want to eat healthier. Like, after this, I'm going to eat a shrimp salad because I've been wanting to eat more salads, more fruits. And honestly, I just feel so much better when I eat healthier things. I notice a difference. I just actually finished my chlorophyll water. Like, I always have chlorophyll water. So good. Highly recommend. So I agree with this. Stop smoking today if you are a smoker. I guess, yeah, because I mean, that is like hurting your lungs. That's why I don't like smoke all the time. I don't try to, at least, because I know like down the line that could really be damaging to my health. But I mean, I guess if you really want to stop, maybe you should do edibles or whatever if you really want to, like, you know, experience being high. I don't know. I'm just giving like tips. I'm even like trying to give tips for me, because I know like smoking, like at the end of the day, it's not really good for you, and that's not really adding to your health. So you should do edibles, because I feel like that's better to like ingest it. But there's something like about like smoking that's fun. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Okay. By 26 or 27, when you are almost settled, look for love, try to find love, be in an awesome relationship. That's what I want. I want an awesome relationship. That's what I want. Be kind. Being kind is the new cool. Rough and rude will get you nowhere. So true. I hate when people are just like rough and rude. It's just like, but why? Like, I'm sorry that whatever it is messed it up for you, but like, please don't mess it up for me. I mean, I'm not going to let you mess it up for me, but just don't do that. Like, just don't do that. Please. No. No. Love your parents and take care of them. And most importantly, don't think that you have time. Trust me, you don't. Time flies. So true. Time really does fly. Ooh, man, time really does fly. And that's why it's kind of scary, because I'm just like, how are we already into March? I'm already 22. I feel like I was just 16, because literally my sister, like, her birthday's coming out and she's turning 16 and we're 6 years apart. And I'm just like, how? Like, I feel like I was just 16. Like, I'm already 22. It's so crazy. Okay, let me see what someone else said. This other person said, there's lots of answers to that question. Start thinking about your retirement now. No, it's not too early. Never is. Get educated, figure out who and what you want to be and do it. Pull out all the stops. Try to find a solid, loving soulmate, someone you can trust and appreciate your time with. Here are a few things not to do. Do not experiment with drugs. It's not worth it. Stay clean. Skip the drinking phase. I've never seen it do anyone good, but have seen lots of bad. Good luck. It's funny how I was like, my poll question is like weed or alcohol. And then it says like, don't do drugs or smoking or drinking. Now, okay, I don't want to say this, but I'm just going to say it. Like, I feel like there's like good drugs and like there's good like moderate, like you can drink with moderation. With anything in life, you can do things too much or excessively, whatever. Obviously, in those ways, it would be bad to like drink too much or smoke too much or whatever. So to me, I just do it in a healthy moderation. It's not too much. Like if I'm on the 1 through 5 scale, I'm probably on level 2. So it's not like I'm like 5 is like alcoholic, 4 is like okay. I mean, you just need it. 3 is like every now and again. 2 is like every now and again, and then 1 is like not really. I feel like I'm 2 to 3, like I'm in between those. So I feel like those are good spaces to be if you want to dabble in it. Now, I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should always be 18 plus, really more so 21 plus when you're dabbling into these things, because these are adult things. But my personal opinion, I just don't think that it's really bad if you don't make it really bad. But I could be wrong, and my opinions could also just change in the future, because I know maybe I might look back at this and be like, what the fuck are you saying, Jasmine? But I just think that's just what I think right now. But I mean, it could change. It really could change. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more and then we're gonna end the episode. Okay, let's see. This other guy says, develop a regimen of consistently saving a portion of your income. The more you can squeeze out, the better off you will be later. Try to discipline yourself now, which isn't going to be easy. What you need and what you want are 2 very different things. So true, you guys. So true. In effect, pay yourself first. Soon enough, you'll be paying for a lot more each month than you can possibly imagine now. Set goals now. I know it sounds weird, but you need to become the master of your own ship. That's exactly what I'm working on. In terms of money saved, I will look at the next 5 and 10 years. Okay, whoa. I've done like 5 years, but I haven't done 10 years. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Okay. You're going to work hard for a good portion of the rest of your life. You need to be able to show something for that. Seriously. True. You're invested in your future. There's a lot of good materials available. Check it out. I mean, books, real books like Barnes and Noble stuff. I really need to go to the bookstore. I might vlog it, but I really need to go to the bookstore because I don't know, the bookstore is like one of my homes. I don't know. What else did he say? He said, lastly, learn how to invest wisely before you invest. By age 30, you should be well set. And that's why, I mean, I've been like dabbling into trading. We'll see where that takes me, but that's why I've been dabbling into it, because I want to start learning how to invest, and the earlier the better. So that's why I mean, I don't know if you guys knew that, but I do trade. I don't know if I told the podcast. I told my vlog and stuff, but like I do trade on the side. And yeah, so that's a form of investing. And then he says in bold, I should have listened closer when I was your age. Beware fast cars and loose women, or was it loose cars and fast women? Whatever. That's so true. That's why, like, I thought, I was like, okay, I want to be like, you know, an easy girl, whatever. But I'm like, no, like this pussycat is not for nobody but me and my soulmate. Like, I'm not about to let nobody, like, there's a hefty price on this. Like, I just know that, like, it's just crazy how, like, my mind switch was like night and day. I was like, oh, well, I mean, I know, like, you know, I'm just gonna say private area. Actually, no, let's say fun cat. Okay. Because I don't want to say like pussy, like, I don't know. I mean, I want to, because this podcast is like explicit, but also at the same time, I don't know. We're just gonna say fun cat for now. So I don't want, like, you know, my fun cat to be enjoyed by everybody. Like, no. You don't always have to go for the fast and flashy cars. Some of the best cars aren't sporty. So I understand what he means. Like, it's not just like all about showing off and like having all these girls or whatever. And same thing, you know, on the opposite side for females. Like, you don't have to have, you know, whatever it is, blah blah blah. I mean, he's a male, so I guess he's more so talking about, you know, the typical stereotypical male things that they go for around his age. Yeah, you shouldn't go for like fast women. They're just hoes. They're just not going to be healthy for you. Okay, let's go into one more. Let's see. Oh, okay, it says, first, you're so smart for asking this question. You have wisdom. Okay. Second, body maintenance. In other words, try to eat raw veggies, a dark leafy salad every day. Practice eating well now and you'll be healthy and love nutritious food in your 30s and beyond. Take cod liver oil. Barleyans have a good tasting brand. Avoid booze, sugars, and fast food. Forgive everyone. Establish a relationship with Jesus Christ. It's all about the relationship, not about the religion. Then the Holy Spirit will be able to guide you every minute of the day. That's your conscience. In secular terms, listen to your gut feelings. That's the best I can offer you. Now, I don't know about I appreciate Jesus and what he's done. I just appreciate every religion, so I appreciate Jesus, but also that's what I was saying earlier. Like, instead of Jesus, I mean, if you are a Christian, then you can focus on Jesus, and that is perfectly fine. But if you are not, I would say just focus on the magic of the world, or the source, or the creator. And I feel like that's where you'll get the ultimate, like, blossom. At least for me, this is me speaking on my life. And, you know, like I said, if you're an atheist, whatever, you're like, oh, here we go about the religion again. I'm just saying, I mean, I didn't know that was in this answer, to be honest. So I honestly didn't know, but there's some truth here. But I'm not like totally agreeing with the Christianity part, but the fact that you should have a relationship with God, it really is magical, you guys. It's magical. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I know I kept saying I'm gonna do one more, but I'm gonna do one more because I thought that would be like a good last one, but I don't know if that's a good last one. Okay, let me see. I feel like this is good. Okay, I didn't read the whole thing, but it seems like this will be a good one to end on. Okay, so they say, I'd say do the opposite of what everyone here tells you to do. Okay, not talking about YOLO life and being dumb, but being courageous and taking risks. There's always time to make more money, but you will never have the energy and bliss of being young again. So true. We all take life for granted. We think we will die when we are old and fulfilled in our 90s, but reality is we can just die the next day, next month, or next year. Live your life to the fullest and don't worry too much about what you'll miss if you quit your first dead-end job or take 2 years to travel the world. Yes, you can travel the world with empty pockets. You can? I mean, that would be like kind of hard, but I feel like that would be like a lot of fun. I don't know. Learn about yourself. Learn what is your purpose and what defines you. Most of us spend our 20s chasing pennies, and then when we approach our 30s, we have no clue who we are, what we do, and why we are unhappy, even if we have a good career and a good number attached to our bank account. All I can say is spending these years to build a foundation for your personality and not just a comfortable living. This is a perfect one to end this episode on, because I really agree with this. Like, you should be able to like learn a lot about yourself in your early 20s. Like I said, you don't know exactly like who you are. You're learning like every day, and that's the fun part about being in my 20s. Like, that's one thing I'm just like, wow, like I love being in my early 20s. This honestly will be a lifelong thing, like learning about myself and my personality, whatever. But I don't know, it just feels even more special because I feel like this is like the real beginning for me, and it's just really like, it's just so fun, like learning about myself. So yeah, I agree with this. Learning about yourself and your personality, building a foundation for yourself, learning what you want to be, all these things, so important. So important. And also, he said, like, try not to really like chase a comfortable living. That is so true. Like, a lot of people who are comfortable, they're comfortable, but sometimes they're bored, or they're sad, or they are not fulfilled, they're not happy. And so I feel like life is about balance. You should have risk, but you should also have like comfortability in your life. And I feel like they're both things that you should be able to balance. You shouldn't have too much of either or. You shouldn't have too much of anything. Back to what I said earlier. Wow, I like this answer. Okay, we're going to end this episode with that answer. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. If you are on YouTube, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Press subscribe if you like my content, this podcast. I put a lot of effort into these podcasts every single week. I post weekly, so look out for future episodes. And what else? Click the notification bell if you haven't already, so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, if you are on a audio platform, I love you guys just as much. Thank you guys for listening. I love you. Mwah. Okay, I love you too, watchers. Mwah. I'm gonna give you guys both kisses. I don't know, that's kind of weird, but whatever. This is my personality. Okay, but yes, thank you guys again for listening. Make sure to give my podcast 5 stars if you would like to. I would love you, like, actually. Oh, and also leave a comment if you're on YouTube. Leave a comment of your personal tips for this question that I asked. I would love to see a discussion in the comments. That would be really, really, really fun for me to read and to see others learn from, and all these things. Like, have our own little Quora discussion in the comments. That would be really fun for me. Well, I have no other things to say, so I'm going to say bye. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for listening. I really do love you. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, love you, love you. This is Interesting Nothings. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, love you, love you. This is Interesting Nothings. Jazzy.